All right, welcome back to Spence's Mass Effect Quit Tips. I'm not really a big name in gaming or what have you, but I am passionate about a few games, and one of them is Mass Effect. So we're going to pick up from our last episode where we just created our shepherd. As you can see on my screen, I have my shepherd, Charlie Shepherd, who has great taste in hair. On screen, and this is your first interaction after you have started the game, had the intro. Now, before we get into any gameplay or abilities or weapon modding, I want to talk to you about the story and talking to people. Mass Effect is so much more about story than combat. You will have lots of opportunities to talk to people and learn about the world and gain reputation points as either a renegade or a paragon. Now, a renegade is going to be brash and bold, and the paragon is kind of diplomatic and kind. This will determine how people interact with you. It will also help you when you're trying to influence people throughout the game. So if you see a red dialogue option, that's a renegade option. And if you see a blue dialogue option, that's going to be a paragon option. So I hear you saying, Spence, how do I increase my paragon or renegade rating? And that's an excellent question. When you are conversing with people, as you see on the screen, you are typically going to have a conversation tree come up. And you typically have at least 3 options on the left. From top to bottom, they are typically Paragon, Neutral, and Renegade. Additionally, when you are applying your squad's skill points, you can add your points to Charm for your Paragon rating or Intimidate to boost your Renegade rating. Your actions and conversations do affect the galaxy of Mass Effect. The consequences of your choices are measured in Renegade and Paragon points. So diplomatic, compassionate actions do not negate Renegade points. Bold and ruthless actions don't negate Paragon points. Each is measured on its own scale. So you can be ruthless in the field, but diplomatic when you're talking to journalists and the public. You can be suave with politicians and criminals, but treat the average person with disdain. It's all up to you. The more points you put into Paragon and Renegade will give you those additional dialogue options that I mentioned earlier, and allow you to be more persuasive in tight negotiations. Whether that persuasion is charming or intimidating is up to you. Keep in mind that all of your decisions will change how the game is played out. The ending can be drastically different, and it is all of your own making. So, we're going to pause and do some gameplay to show you how this works, and we will come back later for talking to other characters in-game. So I am going to be a little firm with my team right now and say, cut the chat.
That's enough. Your soldiers act like it.
Sorry, Commander.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I am not going to demean him anymore because I've already, reprimanded him for being whiny. So I am going to say, I heard.
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
So you can see on the side there my Renegade points from my one bottom tree text option. So now, we're getting a little bit of a tutorial. I'm not going to cover this right now because I'm going to do a full video on your talents tree. But we're going to do 1 in Charm, 1 in Vanguard, and 1 in Decryption. Here's your journal thing and your assignments. Okay.
Told you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
Inspector, they're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Alright, so picking up. So, can I talk to other characters in the game? Yes, and I cannot encourage it enough. When you are on the Normandy, talk to your crew. They might give you some side quests, some witty banter, or codex experiences from learning something new about them or other things in the universe. After each major mission, you can also talk to one of 3 main crew members, Caden, Ashley, or Liara, in order to get close to them as friends or as romances. Also, when you are in any zones that are that have friendly NPCs, such as the Citadel, Pharos, Novaria, and Vermeer, named NPCs may potentially give you assignments which will help you explore the galaxy to get some sweet, sweet XP. There are also vendors who may give you discounts if you do assignments for them. These vendors have a lot of gear, but since you will be looting a ton of gear from your explorations, I would look out for vendors' unique items, such as licenses from different manufacturers. They allow your ship's requisition officer to stock up in the cargo bay. You may also find upgrades that increase how many grenades you can hold, how many Medigel packs you can carry at a time. There's so many unique items that you want to keep an eye out for. And that's going to do it for me. Oh, wait. Okay. I messed up my strip, but I'm just going to leave it in because I don't feel like editing it, and I know some people are going to be starting this game. So that's going to do it for me for now. I'm going to have some gameplay from the introduction just to show you what those conversations are going to be like. But if you have questions regarding what I've covered in this video, please leave them in the comments below. If you want to get notified when I post another quick tips video, hit the notification button, and thank you for joining me for Spence's Mass Effect Quick Tips. I will see you in the next video when we will talk more extensively about gear and upgrades.
Using romantic legends with reality, Commander.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city
Yeah,
noise or
pretty
pollution.
much.
My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main side.
I'm in love with her
Gorgeous.
voice, like
But
I'm in love
when I got older,
with
I realized it was a little too
Michael
calm and
Dorn's
quiet
voice.
for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Do your job, follow my orders, and there won't be any problems.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
So I got some codex entries. I got stuff and things. We're going to talk to Nihilus now. Hi, Nihilus.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
I am not going to take that as a threat. I'm going to try to be diplomatic.
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Look at that haircut, though. That haircut. I like it. I like it a lot. Did I just mess up my hair? I might have just messed up my hair. Oh, man. Okay.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation.
I'm just glad that they didn't give Femme Shepard, like, ginormous boobs. Like, it gives you the opportunity to actually be a non-binary thing.
What else can you tell me?
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans.
So that is a modulation that that all Turians have.
To see you in action, Commander.
So you're going to notice that same modulation in any Turian that you interact with. I think that has more to do with the Turian makeup of vocal cords than anything else. Yeah, that's really all I can say about it.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
The other races that you're going to see, the only other one, so there's a race called the Hanar, and they have like an echoey effect to their voices. There are creatures that can't live in the same atmosphere that most of us can, so they have like breath modulators to their voices. There is a race called the L-Core that we're going to meet, and their communication is mostly through like scent pheromones and very subtle body gestures, so they have to describe their tone of voice because they because we are not able to perceive their true meaning. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Yeah.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge.
One
of the
thing
ground
that bothers me a little bit
Secure the
is
beacon and get it onto
the
the ship
Turian
ASAP.
makeup. Like, look how
Miles will
narrow
accompany you to observe the mission.
the waist is, and then it like dramatically pops out very square-like in the hips.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school.
See, I know
They
that
were a
the
technologically
subtitles are in the
advanced
way,
species
but
that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories.
supposedly
But everyone
Turians
agrees
are very
galactic
bird-like,
civilization
and
wouldn't
that's why they
exist
have a
without
carapace, because their
citadel
actual
is the very
bones are
heart
hollow.
of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
Why would you
It's
ask
a
the
peaceful,
Turian about
friendly
that?
world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic
Squish! Hi, Squish. It's good to see you. So we're in between all of what I'm doing today because I'm restarting.
If there's something you're not telling me...
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
What kind of packages?
I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
So, we're talking about Paragon points and Renegade points. So as you can see, because I have enough Paragon points, my blue option is available to me. But I don't have enough Renegade points to open up the Renegade option. So, we'll go with this.
We're risking our lives to save this colony.
Williams is blocking my
sure
shot.
There's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get
Oh
him
my
in
god,
trouble.
Williams,
Besides,
stop
I'm
being
not
a
snitch.
bodyguard. I don't need a bodyguard. So now you see, because I don't have enough in those things, now these are blocked out.
Okay, forget about it. I've got more important things to worry